on those two supports with Iron Shell and Flame Guard, I'm not sure one move is going to be able to deal with that. And then if you waste a couple of spells on him, like a Purge and stuff, suddenly the Razor is free to do whatever he wants to. I'd still rather have moves draft though. One moves draft. I feel like it's a bit safer if mistakes are made.
Yeah.
And Ember, he's so dead.
Fine, Meloyo, he is super dead. He's gonna at least, you know, make them work for it a little bit. First blood will be drawn. Does force a Coda into leveling clips, but still acceptable. First blood, a D-ward, and a big injection of confidence into the early game.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, always nice to... Who got it, by the way, once again?
Ainkrad.
Ah, perfect. Can't go any better.
One thing I also think is going to be interesting about this game is the fact that one move doesn't necessarily buy any aura items. Like LC is going to be playing much more aggressively. So a lot of can come out of Malik on his Darkseer. He gets like an early timing on the Pipe Greaves. That can give the strong boost towards the overall team fight of Na'Vi that one move simply can't match.
Afterlife gonna take some damage here.
Will he die? They only have one blood grenade, so I think he survives this. Plasma field, not available. They zone him back. He doesn't have any salves though, so it's gonna be a slow trajectory healing up here. Unless he buys one. Yeah, he just buys a salve, has a sent over.
Yeah, the question is, does he move Fountain or nah? He's just salving up and moving back to the lane. Yeah, makes sense. He'd lose like the full wave if he didn't. I don't know. I think I might like this from Meloyo, just making sure that the equilibrium is completely off for the Shaker after pushing, but man, he just 3 creeps denied. This is just dumb.
Earthshaker, man. Why does it have a 5-second cooldown from level 1 on the Enchant Totem? Not sure why, but that's the case.
Yeah, good luck last hitting against that.
So let's see here. For game 3, where's the fun lane? Where's the action going to be happening? Looks like bottom has a lot of potential. And they're actually trying to go onto Malik right now, but they do manage to get out the Earth Spike from Daniel.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential on both side lanes, I feel like. Bot, Troll, and Disruptor, they're really strong. Top lane, you have both sides really able to make some plays and kills. This one is a bit more difficult to call.
So far, it's been a fairly quiet affair. One move having gotten their first blood. Happy to just try and get as good lanes as humanly possible. Bot's going well for them. Troll just casually farming. They actually glimpse back Daniel. They're gonna go on him with the whirling axes. He won't be able to find both of them with the Earth Spike, so he should end up dead here. One more right.
Nice glimpse.
Jukes them. The surge, the jukes. Yeah. Daniel stays alive.
Yeah, nice surge. That's what I want to say. Very nicely done. Gets him away. Yeah, unfortunately for Darkseer, he doesn't have that standard Iron Shell combo hero. But if you're playing versus Troll, maybe these melee guys wouldn't do a lot anyway, right? Like, let's say you have some Earth Spirit or Nyx, you put Iron Shell on him, he still can't go on top of Troll.
Troll, man. What a hero. What a glow-up story.
I'm very proud of
from Troll Warlord. You know, going from someone who used to talk trash about pretty much the entire year to honestly being one of the best carries in the game right now. What a god.
At least in EU, right? Like, at least here,
yeah,
he's...
Honestly, I think we're going to see more of him once we get to TI itself, just internationally. Like, the difference between a Troll and, say, some of the other carries we've seen just feels so big that I can't envision it being ignored completely at TI as well.
No, definitely. I feel at least from Eastern Europe, we're gonna... It all depends on the last patch, right? If there's a patch happening before TI, maybe some changes happen to him or to some other carries, which makes them more prevalent.
This game so far, no kills after the first blood. There might be one bottom on Malik. He's taking quite a bit of damage, but did have the magic wand. pops it just to be safe. But there's no rush from the side of one move. They're happy to just constantly do that.
There's a glimpse.
They're gonna go on to Daniel instead. The Earth Spike is down. He gets rooted, so he doesn't get the full surge duration, but they don't have the damage necessary to kill him off. No disruptors don't build Thunderstrike anymore.
It's a really nice approach to the lane with the surge, just making sure they go online. You pop that surge on him, he gets away every single time. Unless he's very unlucky, like you said it, like if he gets snared.
You're saying snare is bad luck, bro?
Is that where your nickname comes from?
No. My nickname is just an anagram of my name and my surname. I just so happen to get lucky that there's so many things it could mean, you know?
I see, okay. What's happening, by the way? One thing we didn't talk about, we were obsessed by kills, we didn't really talk about last hits. Razor, as expected, doing absolutely crushing LC, I should say, actually. Like 30 CS versus 9 on top lane. Yikes.
Pretty bad.
Has been killed.
And kind of hard for LC to do anything about this, right? In fact, Pantomime might end up dead in the top lane. She gets to with the static link, a bonus damage, easy kill.
Lion on bottom lane.
Too much about this. Lion trying to escape. One more hit will kill, and it's the whirling axes that make sure that that kill happens. Back on top though, Afterlife also in some danger, running away from a blood grenade. Does manage to get onto the high ground, but pretty much zoned back away from the lane. He's so low on the HP.
They're going on darts here, down bottom. Like, he might die. Malik, he's probably dead here. There's Glimpse.
Malik? Oh my gosh.
And the Glimpse. Glimpse back.
Glimpse back on Daniel. Oh no. It's all going south, Lizard. What happened?
Yeah, almost a kill on Disruptor at least with Tanshal. What happened is Munkushi and Hakoda, they thought about how they're approaching the lane and they saved Glimpse. From that moment on, Hench, mid lane.
Gonna be able to get the kill.
Echo used.
Yeah. I mean, the first echo of the game is...
Oh, he glimpsed Darkseer as well. He glimpsed Darkseer base.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
That's just unfortunate at this point.
Shout out Hakoda, man.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Basically, he just started saving Glimpse for later on when they use Surge and...
He glimpses back Malik, who had to walk up here. Pantomime is also in the area. Gets out the disruption.
Yeah, Legion top. Is she fine? Is she?
No, oh my gosh, 50 HP. Afterlife gets back in the fountain somehow. Will be healed up. Everything will be okay. Well, it won't be okay because you're getting crushed in the lane and Razor is gonna get super big, but at least you don't die.
At least, you know what? Like, you're higher level than Darkseer. You're both level 4, so both offlaners suffer. If both offlaners suffer, it's kind of fine, right? It's the status quo.
Look at this though. Afterlife is gonna get chased basically by Malady. Malady was looking to steal a wisdom rune, but also nice to delay Afterlife getting back into the lane.
Yeah, didn't manage to do so. Afterlife is still here. He might get Doven though, let's see.
They'll bring in Disruptor. And Hakoda maybe setting up for a kill onto Malady here. They don't have the level 6, but with the help of Pantomime, who also showed up top, they should be able to find this Enchantress kill. Absolutely dead to rights, but they're going in. Afterlife might still end up dead here. Eye of the Storm will get slowed down by the disruption from Pantomime. Very nice read of the situation by Shadow Demon, not to cast that spell too early. That's the only thing that saves the LC's life.
Yeah, Shigetsu was kind of roaming and lurking from the shadows for quite some time. He wasn't sure if he wanted to join or not, and by the time he joined, it was a bit too late. And she already died.
Dire's middle tower
He was doing very well. Picked up by Earthshaker though. He's got invis. He's going top.
They actually have Glimpse again, but they might not need it. Because Earthshaker, with the Echo Slam here, they have more than enough damage to just straight up kill Shigetsu. Afterlife credited with that kill from the overwhelming odds. Man, you know this rotation from Ainkrad? You were mentioning earlier we neglected to talk that much about CS. He was also crushing the Ember Spirit middle. So, just advancing further and further now.
That's to be expected though, right? On that mid lane, not a lot that you can do to the Shaker.
Gotcha!
Man, look at the difference in net worth between these two heroes. Ember trying to finish Maelstrom. Earthshaker en route to have a full Blink Dagger already, with power treads as well.
Yeah, not too shabby. 1,000 gold away from Blink. He's gonna have it like, what, minute 12? Something like that. If some rotations work out in his favor even sooner.
Might actually kill this Ember Spirit here. Can they find the, the fissure just barely off?
Yeah, can you do that? Like, you probably can. It was off. Definitely, it was too soon. But I'm thinking if he already has a remnant, he's gonna get out.
We'll see what ends up happening now. They have a duel available. They could try proc it onto this Ember Spirit. Ember needs to be careful here. And he realizes the kind of danger he could be in. And they're actually going up here. He's between the Remnant and the LC. Dude, he's
Shaker
short here. Earthshaker gets on top of him. Fissure will be out. Do they have the damage? They do not. They needed a little bit more punch. He will be able to TP out now as well.
Can they...
What happens is Shadow Demon gets killed. They're hunting for Ainkrad. Oh no, Daniel gives up the chase a moment too soon, so the ES is out. At the same time, Malik gets himself caught out down bottom. Hakoda and Munkushi realize that if they're all fighting to keep the Ember alive, none of them are available to defend the docks here.
Yeah, this troll is actually on top of the network charts. 3 kills. Munkushi, I've seen this story before.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Darkseer it's just such a difficult lane for anyone. Like, you're playing into Disruptor, he can always disposition you, and you're playing into a troll. 2 bullies, really. They need to find a way to activate the Darkseer and or make him useful. I feel like one of the ways is to play around the Ember as soon as possible.
Struggling to do that right now. Bro, Munkushi has Battle Fury flying out right now. Are you kidding me? This is a absurdly fast timing on this item.
Yeah, when you consider how fat Shigetsu is, how well he laned, how many denies and last hits he's got, and Troll is still winning in the network department by 1k. It kind of puts things in perspective.
All right, I've just confirmed it, my friend. This is, of all time, the 7th fastest Battle Fury on Troll Warlord. That's crazy. Given the crazy patches we've had with this hero, it being this fast is absolutely insane. And there's a reason why they're congregating bottom to try and stop him, but the angle of approach not going to be favorable for Na'Vi, so the Troll won't die here. In the meantime, mid lane, they're going on to this Ember Spirit, and he should be brought down. Hakoda happy to commit the full Static Storm. Gets the kill on the Ember Spirit, and often why we see Disruptor banned when you do go for a Spirit in the mid lane.
Yeah, remember when I was talking about Ember Darkseer combo, I said that we talked about it a couple of times, and we said that Ember is going to be crazy once he gets the BKB. Up to that point, this game isn't easy for him.
Nope. It's not easy for anybody. Glimpse back.
Razor, Twin Gates.
They're not gonna kill him also, and Shigetsu is on the back end of the Twin Gates. But
Blink
is here with the Blink Dagger, Echo Slam on the 2. They've already killed off the 1. Malik will drop the vacuum wall, but it only connects onto the Earthshaker. Shigetsu trying to static link the
Ember is here,
but it immediately gets taken off. Ember Spirit has shown up to get the first duel of the game out onto the Enchantress. She dies. Meloyo standing in the middle of the fight, but Munkushi with Battletron is starting to bully this Razor. Eye of the Storm, static link, none of it matters. Razor is gone. Malik gonna be forced to run away.
Any glimpsers?
Glimpses back off cooldown right now. They don't have vision onto any of these heroes just yet.
And you don't have damage or HP, so better if you don't glimpse anyone. Still, that fight, I felt one move is just gonna easily take it after the Echo Slam, which was pretty damn strong. But with all the rotations, with the Ember and the Razor being around, they kind of did manage to salvage a little bit of it. I still think that if you're one move, obviously you're happier with how it went. Your Troll survives, the Razor on the other side dies.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It's not all bad though, they still get a tower at the end of the day. It's kind of wild to me that this is the 2nd time in this series that we've had a 10 hero fight at like the 15-minute mark or even earlier. It's great to watch. Looks like they want to go again down bottom. They know that there's heroes in the area. Daniel gets scouted out by Pantomime. Afterlife has access to the duel. Can't get it off just yet because he gets hexed immediately. Ainkrad is en route with the Earthshaker. They want to try and find something here. Malik might be the one that gets left behind, but it's Daniel that gets caught first. Man, they really want this dude Afterlife get some damage, but sadly they changed how overwhelming odds work, so you can't just throw it onto the enemy and kill him off.
Yeah, sometimes it feels so good having the new overwhelming odds. Sometimes it feels bad, like in that situation where you can't get the kill. And Schmidt, oh.
Damn, okay, dead. It's gonna take a while, but definitely dead.
Yeah. Like Ench, untouchable versus Shaker is really nice, but if he gets to hit you, he can one-shot you at some point.
Yep.
That Earthshaker getting closer to the Aghanims now. Purchased the Ogre Axe, the BKB on Troll, and they'll be pretty much ready to fight. Can they kill the Ember here?
From BKB from Razor. With one Ember Spirit, Ainkrad, I love to commit the Echo Slam, and they just kill him.
Yeah. I love that I asked, can they? Like, they can, Shaker alone can as well. He doesn't need anyone.
Actually not done just yet, he wants Daniel as well. Holy smokes! Alright, Enchant Totem, good spell. Good spell.
Dire's middle tower
it's Enchant Totem comboed with the fact that you're having an amazing game. Like the lane, which gave you a Blink Dagger sub-minute 12. You're just a menace on this map.
I think, Lizard, no matter who wins this game, the grand finals, every single game, Earthshaker will be picked up and.
I would have no objections to that. I really think but you know what? I would have one objection. I still love watching Shaker play. Like, it's such a cool hero to watch.
Malik is not gonna think so because he's about to die to Earthshaker. Can he get Dude though? Hey, Afterlife finally catches up. Dude,
Enchabtress is blocked.
This Legion and LC is this Enchantress is indeed blocked, but I don't think they fully want to chase just yet. They're going for it now though. They scout Malady. The hits are coming in. They even throw out the demonic purge here. But the Enchantress is a tough customer to bring down. Razor shows up. Will immediately get disrupted though. So Pantomime can walk away. Even the Fissure drop down just to make sure she gets a con chase. Meloyo is here. Pantomime was able to get out quite a lot of Shadow Poison stacks. But it's still not enough to kill Malady. The Pavis doing quite a lot of work to keep her alive from the physical damage.
Yeah, Shadow Demon in the end, the only casualty for Radiant. You're kinda alright with that. And Shaker didn't get the regen, right? Did he? Oh, he did, but he used it. He didn't get it bottled. That's what happened. I was thinking, why is he going base after picking it up? But yeah, there's a full BKB on Troll. He can start fighting. Razor doesn't have his ult.
Dead. Gets us dead. Static Storm out with the battle trance going. How does he survive this one? The team is doing their utmost. BKB will not be popped by the Troll. He's still chasing on this Razor, but there was no follow-up. One move come in. There's the Echo Slam from Ainkrad. They really want Shigetsu. They can't kill him off just yet though. Shadow Poison stacks aren't going to be enough. And Meloyo gets glimpsed to the low ground, so he can't keep the fight going for himself. Finger of Death thrown in onto Ainkrad. They want the Earthshaker. There will be a 2-hero usage of that young Earth Spike. It's going to be enough. And they get the kill. 2 onto Malik. Malik will die in the middle of the fight. Meloyo almost about to fall. Falls to pop the 1 as Shigetsu.
Still alive.
Finish off the Shadow Demon. He's still alive. Somebody assassinate this man. Somehow he lives throughout the fight, turning it into a 3-for-1 affair in favor of Na'Vi.
Yeah, it's okay. You do have BKB on Troll and Battle Fury, but you're still not that crazy strong when it comes to dishing out that necessary damage early on. He'll get punished super hard. Razor, he didn't have Eye of the Storm early on. It's gonna kill LC as well.
Yep. Easy kill for Shigetsu. Ainkrad is here. Doesn't have Echo though, so it's not nearly as scary.
Yeah, one move they need to, you know, just regroup, chill out a little bit, go together. They're overcommitting at this point.
Na'Vi showing some strands of life, some strength on the map. The big thing for me as well is that Meloyo survives the entire fight, so a huge injection of gold for the Ember. He's going bots first before coming back for the BKB. What do you make of that?
I think it's okay. Not unnecessary to rush that hard. Troll, top lane.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Finger coming off cooldown, but they don't even need it. Just kill him heads up. They even tip him on the way down.
Yeah, unstoppable. Taken by the Razor. This man suddenly is feeling really damn good. He's got the Manta. Does he have it? Let's see. No, he needs the ultimate orb and then he'll have it. Still though.
In the inventory, yeah, he has both.
He does? Nice.
Coming off the courier. So you've got a full Manta style complete. And start thinking about going towards BKD.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This is very nice for Na'Vi. It's only a 1k gold lead right now for one move. They pretty much brought everything back to parity. The only concern is Meloyo, who still needs a bit of time to be a bigger factor in the game, but Na'Vi feel very positive about how things have gone the last few minutes.
Yeah, they do. They recovered at least, because the game was going really badly. Now the doors are opened a little bit. They need to open them completely. It's not done, that's all I'm saying, because there are multiple blinks coming from one move. Shaker obviously had his. Now you have the LC blink and the disruptor blink, so taking these fights should become way easier for one move.
Sitting around the Roshan pit on bottom, setting up for a fight, but they may be even setting up for a kill on Malik. But he's not fool enough to go past when he's aware that absolutely nobody is showing on the map.
But they will fight this rush. Like you can see that they're already converging here. Is there a smoke? There is. Lion has two of them, and yeah, the question is, does one move fight here or not? I feel like one move could just let this rush go and move away.
Pantomime is right inside of the scan, but he TP's out. Sadly, he TP's to the tier 2 middle underneath an observer ward. So they know that they have the numerical advantage. More than that, Lizard, they might actually try to take the Roche themselves.
I think you just let it go. Actually, okay, they won't even try. Like, look, one problem that Na'Vi has got is their rush taking is pretty bad. Like, they have Iron Shell to work with, Flame Guard, but Razor isn't a hero that takes rush on very easily. At the same time, why is this smart? Because they want to fight, and one move is probably expecting still Na'Vi to be taking rush instead. So they can surprise them here.
Ainkrad is not near his squad, so if they catch any of them, it's a 4v5 engagement. Shadow Demon
perfect move
up the hill. They should be able to kill him, and they actually get the stun onto Afterlife as well. That's going to be 2 kills. But Ainkrad finds the echo on the 3. They still end up losing both LC and Shadow Demon. LC has to buy back. Munkushi though, he's right in front of the Razor's face. He really wants Shiketsu, and it looks like he's going to get him. A duel as well to ensure he can get the kill from the buyback. Malik looking for Munkushi, won't be able to find him. Not enough firepower with just him and the Ember. Let's see if they can run away from this fight. Hakoda has glimpsed back online. They get the fissure out onto Meloyo. Do they have the chain disable? He's trying to remnants this way, that way, but no more remnants available. They've caught him. They've killed him. Ember Spirit is gone. Hakoda's on the hunt for more, but Malik is already TP'd out to safety.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's such a, you know, like, that's such a shame, because I'm a big fan of good moves on the map and reading what the enemy team is gonna do and like approaching the fight properly. Na'Vi, I feel like they did everything right. They positioned themselves right. They read that one. What's the most standard trade right now? Roshan for Tormentor, right? Like, if you can't take Rosh, at least you can take Tormentor at that time. They read that one move will try to go to Tormentor. They stood on that high ground, but unfortunately they're all in one big ball that Shaker loves to jump in.
That was, to be fair, quite sexy to watch, honestly. Shout out to Ainkrad. Enjoyed while it lost, Lizard. You said you enjoy watching Earthshaker play, enjoy it while it lost, because grand finals, this is not happening.
Who doesn't, right? Like, who doesn't enjoy watching Shaker? Like, Earthshaker, Enigma, these kind of heroes, they're always fun.
Bro, I can tell you, if you are a player from TI5 CDEC, you probably hate Earthshaker with all your heart. Might have a fight here where Na'Vi get to express their discontent against Earthshaker. They'll come across the Disruptor first, but he does get himself saved for now by Disruption. Hakoda not yet. Malik will drop the wall on him. He does die, but he goes inside of Static's Storm and gets killed off by an Afterlife duel. There was an Echo Slam, but it only connects onto the Enchantress.
There's a buyback.
Buys back into this fight. It's 4v4 so far, as the Darkseer will take the Twin Gates to re-emerge and join his team.
They used a lot of their stuff, like the Shaker used the Echo. He's on 50% HP as well.
I have the Storm still available.
Like,
They still have the BKB being held though by the Troll, so they could still potentially fight in this area.
one move is kind of lucky that Roshan taking on the side of Na'Vi is really bad. So Na'Vi, even when they're in, like any other team, let's say you have a TA and you're dire in this position, you're definitely going into the pit.
Right now, they might be thinking about going on to Afterlife instead. He pops his Blade Mail. Melody can't catch up.
I think if you're Na'Vi, I'm not sure you're happy with the state of the game right now. You want to be forcing things, you want to be taking fights, at the same time you're just unable. Your initiation isn't really there. The Lion has a blink, but who follows up? That's the question. You need some Ember with Iron Shell. I feel like that's maybe the only way. By the way, he's not buying BKB. He moved away from it.
He's bringing Sanjay and Kaya instead.
Yeah, it's gonna give them more damage, but it also leaves him. I guess if you're buying the BKB, you can still get blown up by Shaker before you use it, or you can get dueled. So there are some arguments that this is better anyway.
And I suppose maybe the idea is that if he gets Sanjay and Kaya, there's some additional status resist to protect him a little bit from these stuns.
Doesn't protect you from Static Storm though.
It does not. Nothing protected from Static Storm really, except BKB. Eventually he's gonna get Axe, and so that goes away too.
Eventually, it might be very soon because he's got two pieces of it completed already.
And he's walking around with a shovel, man. Get those bounty runes for free. Hakoda's gonna farm up. Both of these squads gathering in the top side of the map because this is where Roshan will be living for the next while. Na'Vi aware, like you mentioned, that their own Roshan sucks, but that the enemy team has fairly good Roshan potential with the Troll Warlord. And the LC for that matter, so they need to be careful about giving up positioning in this area.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, LC's not here. Legion's bottom. She's trying to finish BKB, so this is a 4v5 at the moment.
Yeah, she's so close to that BKB. This might be bad for them because of the LC being so far.
Yeah.
There's what, only the tier 2 or the Twin Gate that she can use, but using the Twin Gate in this situation, yeah, probably not the best play.
Okay, she shows in the lane, she gets the BKB, she needs to TP ASAP. This is taking way too long though from Na'Vi, so
yeah, exactly. It's just sad how slow their rush is.
It's at half HP right now. They're all clumped up in the pit though. Ainkrad, if he could see this, he'd be salivating. He's trying to go closer.
He broke his smoke.
So close, it's so close, Lizard. But they're gonna get it. Radiant side is taking too long. They didn't allow this to happen. Hakoda though, finding a very nice Static Storm. Afterlife pops BKB, is able to reach Mellow and get off the duel. Can they find the kill?
Troll is blocked.
Troll
is blocked.
Blink dagger, but he's blinked in. He's blocked in. He cannot leave from the fissure. He does still give up the Battletrons though. Only now is he given some freedom, but it might be too late. Pantomime bails him out of trouble for a second with the disruption, but he eventually dies. The buyback from the Ember Spirit helping to get the kill. And although Pantomime is able to leave, although they kill the Lion and the Ember Spirit, it's not worth it because they lose the big bad Troll.
No, that was like the worst possible fight. I feel like, okay, not the worst because they still got a couple of kills, but for Troll that was the worst. He goes in and he just gets fissure blocked. My god, I maybe expected Shaker to jump in first, just use the Echo. Instead he is on the cliff here, uses the fissure. Yes, it happens, you know, it happens. They kind of jumped in at the same time, I guess, but yeah, Razor is like, okay, that's cool. it's I'm so good, you know.
Happiest Razor all time. Didn't have to use BKB in that situation. It's able to just stand up, keep the fight going, take the Aegis. Perfect timing for Na'Vi, and that's given them another lease on life. If they lose that fight around the pit, potentially lose the Aegis, the game feels extremely hard, but after that fight, the game still feels pretty okay.
It feels really okay because Razor is getting a ton of farm. He's got 3k, well, he just used his 3k gold to buy a Reaver. He's getting really damn big. By the time you take him down, he might even might be able to fight Troll through his ulti. Once that Satanic is up, most likely he will be able to.
Shigetsu playing a pretty excellent game. To be fair though, that fight is all on Ainkrad. So he had to put his hand up and say, my bad boys. That one's on me. Next one will be better. It happens from time to time. It's like when you're having faced this void in the team.
Bottom tower
you know, as great as he is against the enemy, sometimes it catches you out as well.
It happens, like you said. He's got the BKB now on Shaker, and hopefully the knowledge not to block his Troll anymore. Troll is in.
Oh my god, Shigetsu scares away the whole team. They actually don't know they could have killed him. Like, he doesn't have that much backup.
Oh, Shaker. They definitely could have fought there. Any remnants? No remnants around. Oh, Shaker.
He's gonna die from this. Might he get off the spell before he does? He gets off the BKB, but he dies during the enchant totem.
What's happening to one move?
I don't know what's happening, but I know that Na'Vi is definitely taking advantage of this. Antimum needs to run, needs to get out of here. Kinetic field will cover his escape, but one move playing a little bit disjointed at the moment.
Very disjointed. Like first they, okay, I understand they got away from the Razor. They thought there were more heroes around him, but then Shaker shows himself fissures in the back, gives away his position and gets caught. It's like uncharacteristic.
The pressure of these qualifiers. We're one step away from grand finals. We can taste the tickets towards Seattle, but sometimes that additional pressure can weigh in on you. It's having its impact right now on one move. Their gold lead, which was at 7k not that long ago, has been slashed down to 3. They're losing map control. They're falling behind in the experience department.
Yeah.
And now Shigetsu, network leader on the map.
Network leader has the Satanic fully completed and operational. Doesn't have Aegis for way too long. 40 more seconds, but I feel like he's still... I don't know, I'm afraid of this Razor. That's all I'm gonna say. This next fight is gonna be interesting.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
What items are emerging right now for one move? Mungushi is getting in towards having a basher of his own. Ainkrad wants that Octa, and of course the LC trying to get a nullifier. I mean, given that you're playing with this Ember Spirit with the magical damage from the Flame God, the Iron Shell, Nully will definitely help.
I was muted. Yeah. No, it's that nullifier will be really strong, but what they're waiting for is probably the Aghanim Zone Disruptor, right? Like, that's a big one. He sells a full magic wand just to have it now when Aegis is reclaimed. So pretty much the perfect timing to finish off the Aghanims.
All right, team, time to gather up. Let's go. They're waiting on the high ground. LC and the Earthshaker are taking a bit long, but they'll connect with the team eventually.
Yeah, no basher completed by Troll. Instead, he just went full into Demon Edge. And he gets that. Very interesting. Yeah, he wants MKB and the basher, but I honestly expected him to get the basher first. It's pretty good for some extra control this game. Not that they're lacking control, but... Let's see, Radiant, they know no one is in the triangle, so at the same time, look at Enchantress, perfect positioning by Malady.
Yep.
Razor
definitely be one of the better ones in that regard.
Will do nicely.
Razor ready to break the smoke.
Ainkrad blows the full Echo Slam on the Lion. On Razor, he can cannot get off the BKB. It's an ag static storm, baby. What a reveal from Hakoda. What a debate from Ainkrad, using the Echo Slam early to give Na'Vi a false sense of confidence.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect debate. And the fact that he used that Echo, like you said, false sense of confidence that you don't need to use the BKB straight away.
Not bad at all.
Gets dueled, gets static stormed. Troll just destroys him.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, they still didn't manage to take any objective off of that, but that's what one move's draft is all about. I don't think that they're in any sort of a rush.
Yeah. I think they're fine in the objective department for now. Munkushi will get his MKB delivered towards him as all this is happening. They might still fight middle. Malik is right in position to get himself glimpsed back, and Afterlife has duel again, but he just blinks forward for the duel. They're going straight up onto the dogs here, and they are able to kill him. Dual kill, tier 1 tower taken away, and you are saying that they didn't get that much objectives on the map. It seems they're about to get 2 of them. With the tier 2 tower maybe going down? No, they changed to just taking some map control instead.
Yeah, I was worried a bit for one move because, like you said it perfectly, you described it, disjointed. That's how they played, like everyone for themselves, more or less. But once everything comes together, it's looking really scary for Na'Vi. What are they getting? A blink on a Razor. Okay, so he can initiate with the boys. Like he can actually jump and get a good static link on top of the troll.
Do you not think that maybe Shigetsu should rather be angling towards Refresher at this point?
I think Refresher would be really good, but at this point, where do you even put it? Like, I guess you could replace some Maelstrom or Blink with it, but he's going for Mjolnir instead.
I'll be honest, I'm very skeptical about this Blink. It sort of feels like, remember that Jet Prophet game we saw from Somnus? Where you had to buy like some Blink, Hex, and then it just felt like, okay, if you're going to be building in this fashion, you know, there's other heroes that could be played that benefit from that build. I feel like in this game, especially against the Troll Warlord, Double Eye of the Storm, man, will make such a huge difference.
Legion?
Oh my gosh, he actually blinks away.
Yeah, he breaks the smoke, blinks away. They find the ward at least, but that's a pretty bad second reward, you know, consolidation prize. I feel like Razor with the blink is still good. It gives him a different way to approach the fights, but Shaker is better with the blink.
Bringing down Lion and making sure that there is no buyback since he fought back on the last fight. And Static Storm was thrown out onto Meloyo. Shigetsu brings down the Disruptor very quickly, and as a result, Ainkrad cannot kill this Ember by himself. With his BKB finished, he might die as well. He gets back onto the high ground with the Enchant Totem, but Malik and Meloyo are chasing him, and they will find and kill him. Afterlife trying to run away from the fight. BKB TP out is on from him. It will successfully go off. Shadow Demon though, not so lucky.
Where was the duel? What happened with Legion? Like they eliminate the Lion, they have a good Disruptor Static Storm on Ember, but they don't manage to duel anyone. I'm not sure what exactly happened there to Afterlife, where he blinked. The Future was blocking him again a bit, but...
Well, another bad fight that Na'Vi take advantage of. Feels like that's what this game is going to be like. A seesaw of, will one move initiate well? If yes, they win the fight. If no, Na'Vi bring this game back to parity.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say that they initiated well, though? Like killing off the Lion, that's most of their control gone in an instant. I still felt that they initiated well, it's just the follow-up wasn't really the best. In any case, Troll is about to complete a full Swift Blink. The couriers are giving away their position quite hard, so they know where Radiant pretty much are.
Good vision out on top, seeing these birds flying about.
Also, they know that Rush will respawn very soon. They don't know exactly when, but they know it will respawn, so one move they kinda need to contest it.
They are on the way here, and they've arrived. Malady is in vision. They're banking on them not wanting to expend all their spells on the Enchantress.
Malik, he's got that
Great play.
nice wall.
3-hero back wall followed up by 2 heroes.
Razor in Static Storm.
They almost killed him, but Razor is inside the Static Storm duel. They've killed off the Razor. Yes, Earthshaker and Shadow Demon die, but the carry of Na'Vi has taken a tumble as well. They buy back on Pantomim. They want to bring him back to the fight to make that a 4v4. What a good initiation from Na'Vi, but your Razor getting caught at the exact same time. Man, that's just bad luck.
Yeah, that was really nicely done. The blink into the vacuum wall plus the impale on 2 of them. That's what the blink is for on Razor, so that he can get in good position, but yeah, it wasn't utilized this time around.
That does mean that
I don't know,
the area is still up for grabs.
Maybe a Lincoln's on someone just to help him out a bit with the duel.
Has been killed.
But I guess they have an nullifier already. They have ways of dealing with the Lincolns, that's what I'm saying. Malik?
In a bit of danger here. Pantomim can't find the disruption just yet. That courier that he killed as Munkushi, that took away the 4-star, so it's a pretty big deal. Daniel will not have it. And now Malady getting himself dueled up.
They're not killing.
Finds another 2-hero Earth Spike. They're not going to kill the Enchantress. And now Meloyul thinking about engaging the fight from the back edge. Malik is still alive, gets the battle trance out on the Troll Warlord, but they haven't killed this Darkseer. Disruption holds him in position. And there's a Static Storm.
It's massive.
3 heroes from Hakoda. All of them will die.
They are buying back though.
Enchantress forced to buy back as Shigetsu has returned. He has respawned and now he's ready to flex his muscles. Killing off Hakoda early on. Pantomim is going to follow into the grave after he gets held in position with the searing chains. Now they strike back.
They strike back, but they aren't moving. The afterlife. And Troll.
He's debating Shigetsu. Shigetsu did give up the static link, but he's in front of a Troll right now, so he's gonna die. Forced into buying back. Munkushi doesn't have a BKB any longer though. So this fight
Duel is there.
Well for Na'Vi. Duel going out onto Malik. They kill off the Darkseer. Meloyul with his BKB cannot solo Afterlife, but with the help of Malady, maybe this Legion will still die.
Afterlife?
Afterlife.
Any help?
It's best to do anything here. The fissure will buy him some time, but it's not going to be enough. He ends up dead, 100 seconds in the grave, but he does have buyback.
Does have buyback, and maybe this is the chance for Na'Vi to go straight into the pit. They still take it so slowly, but they will use the turn gate to go bottom. At the same time, Munkushi is gonna have his ulti. Once again, he has it already, so he'll be ready to fight them in the pit. And remember, this is on the Radiant side, so Legion, she can easily buy back and contest them. Or maybe Na'Vi just doesn't even... Yeah, will Na'Vi even...
Wait, they take it, yeah.
Yeah, they will try though, you see. They have to. They've used so many buybacks. They have to set something up around this cliff at least.
Radiant are
They will
scanning.
try.
The Radiant scan though connects flush onto them. Pantomim, he's gonna draw in the aggression with the TP.
Legion buyback.
Legion commander, but Pantomim will die without buyback. Ainkrad, yet again, only finding the Lion. And look where Munkushi is. He's all alone, getting his damage drink.
Oh no.
Eating a finger of death as well. Does give up the battle trance, but it will not matter. The chain disable is there from denial, and they kill off the Troll. Ainkrad tried his best with the full combo from the Earthshaker. And although Meloyul felt a bit low, he's ultimately gonna get the turnaround. They get the fight they needed, and even if it takes forever, they're gonna get the Roshan as well. Lizard, we still have a Dota game on our hands.
Yeah, man, this is so close and so insane. I honestly thought it was harder to lose that fight than to win it if you're Radiant, but somehow they managed, somehow it did happen. Like, Troll once again gets cliffed and fissure blocked. Shaker, he jumps the Lion, but he has no detection. The Lion has Trickster Scope, so he wastes his full BKB not killing the Lion. The Shadow Demon as well, just TPing in to all of them. Yeah.
I feel like if Shadow Demon has an Aeon Disc, you can make that TP. You come in, you force the fight on you. I mean, they don't have a nullifier just yet on the side of Na'Vi, but without Aeon Disc, without any kind of Glimmer Cape for yourself, that was very optimistic, especially because they scanned Lizard. They literally had a full scan. They knew exactly what was happening.
No, they knew exactly. They read everything that we did, that Na'Vi needs to contest Rosh, but at the same time, they're not strong enough to take Rosh, so they'll fight them before, right? It was obvious what's gonna happen, but Yeah, unfortunately for one move, they just made so many mistakes in that fight.
And now suddenly there is a nullifier arriving for Shigetsu. Oh no, it's not. It's a tier 4 token. I just saw a purple item. I thought it was nullifier, but
he's
what's he getting?
Yeah. What's he getting is the level 25 talent. The static link steals attack speed.
That's amazing versus troll.
Oh, it's pretty good. He gets on top of you to try and get the attack speed. You're taking it away from him all the time. It's not bad. And he also picks up a Trickster's Cloak, which is interesting. There's already an MKB on Troll, but still a good item, tier 4 to pick up anyway.
Dire are scanning.
Take a Tormentor right now, one move, whilst Na'Vi smoking in towards them. They want to try force a fight right now. Shigetsu still has Aegis, so he's very, very strong. But they arrive just as these heroes leave. They might lose Earthshaker's courier though. It's running right in front of Metayo. I think he was just debating. Yeah, he was debating. That's actually so smart. Makes them follow the courier away from the actual heroes. That's pretty cool.
He has enough gold to buy stuff as well, so... Let's see, MKB, by the way, on Ench, queued up. He's got the Hurricane Pike, he's got the MKB 4,000 gold. Even this Enchantress is gonna turn into a core. I don't know, man, like one move. They had this game completely in control, but that might not be the case any longer.
Yeah. This Ench also walking around with a Mindbreaker. So many sources of attack speed for her. Well, well, well. 1k gold lead, pretty much zero. We're back to parity in that department. Most of the map belongs to Na'Vi at the moment. They have the win probability in their favor. And they're just having all these heroes get stronger and stronger. Shigetsu, not that far away from having his Swift Blink, so his mobility issues between this and whatever item he wants to put in after the Aegis expires, if it's just of treads again, so be it, but no more mobility issues for the Razor in those fights. So if I'm on the side of the Radiant, if I'm one move Lizard, what do we do right now?
I still think that the game is, yeah, not completely in your control, but the initiations can make it very easy. Like you have this Shaker and Blink Dagger Disruptor Aghanim's. I don't think it's that difficult to take fights, but you should probably wait out the Aegis. And let's see if they will. Bench. She's probably unkillable at this point. Has a Linken's on top of everything else. It's a nice pickup. They needed one. Instead of the MKB, she gets Linken's. Now you have a way of dealing with the duel. There's a nullifier on LC, but still makes it a bit harder to duel Razor.
Speaking of the duel, they got another anti-duel item, picking up the Wind Waker for Malik.
Oh, that's actually really nice, yeah.
Saving these heroes, whether they're getting dueled, whether they're being controlled by the Earthshaker. You can also elongate your own fights. This game right now, one move. Feeling uncomfortable heading out the base while Aegis is still in play. But that's only applicable for another 30 seconds. After that, they will be free to start playing Dota, and we might see them 5 heroes smoke out the base looking for a fight.
Yeah, a little bit of calm before the storm. Aegis will be reclaimed in 10 seconds. And for one move, that probably means time to strike, time to get out of the base, put some vision around your base, because at this point, you're just gonna lose the resources to farm that Navi is getting.
Pentimum not swapping in the smoke just yet, so they're gonna go for this the hard way. There's an Observer Ward down that they have to destroy. They will know that at least Ninja Gear's been used on Mankushi. And then they just saw her Coda blink back. So Na'Vi knew a fight was coming. Malady perfectly positioned to intercept.
It's just Enchantress things, right? She just stands here, and what you gonna do? She's got that level 20 talent, plus 65 untouchable attack slow. You're probably not killing her no matter what you do.
Managed to start this fight. Daniel was looking for the Earth Spike. Kokoda blinked past it though. Still an awkward place to be. They knew there was vision for a second. Afterlife dewards it. We still have calm before the storm. Action hasn't broken just yet.
This is all they needed to do. They ward a couple of wards and then smoke up. Make sure that you're fighting without some vision disadvantage.
And what a game this is.
It's crazy, like I expected it to be much easier for one move after a while.
Navi and the boys, right now, they want to just maintain control of this high ground.
Radiant's
Find anybody who wanders in through the mid lane. But there's so much backup for these heroes on one move. Is anybody close to a 25 on the Radiant side, except for the Troll? Okay, LC and the Earthshaker are getting close towards having that, but not close enough to wait for it. They're going to finally smoke up as 5 and go looking for trouble on the map.
They're pinging out the Tormentor on the Dire side, and meanwhile Dire is...
Radiant's
Ember. Okay, he should be fine. He does have a Remnant, right? Does he have a Remnant to reach his teammates?
He does.
Mid lane.
There's a mid lane, not super close. And
Razor!
Razor! Yes, forward to BKB, but it's gonna get dueled right now. Makushi's on top of him. They drop a Phalanx Storm on the backside of the fight. The Fissure, though! It blocks him from killing the Razor. Ainkrad, fix your mistake. He does with the Enchabtress totem kill.
Melody?
You almost griefed the team there.
Chances.
Tried to TP out, but getting disrupted. Right click should come out, and even though you have all this untouchable slow, you do not have infinite HP, and eventually will end up dead.
Yeah, it's only because there's Troll and he has a ton of attack speed. Yeah, they found them. They fought them, and Melody wasn't even near. Like, he didn't have a way to actually join his teammates. I guess with the travels he could have, but yeah, it was a rough one. Razor just head on first.
Gosh, that's one of those sad moments. You blink away from a creep camp or something, you think everything's all good, and that's the exact second they initiate onto you. Although Ainkrad almost griefed his team there. That fissure yet again was
Malik,
not ideal, but it ends up not mattering.
He's caught.
Flying on the wind. He might be caught here. Hakoda just needs a bit more vision, but he doesn't have glimpse just yet for another 9 seconds.
Yeah, he's got that blink though.
Here will live.
Curry.
Daniel, the chase is on. Look at Ainkrad. Ainkrad chases him and stops him at the defender's gate. While that's happening, down bottom they find and kill. They got him. The slide duel on, and they get the duel out onto Malik inside his own base. The defender's gate will not protect you. Malik is gone.
Yeah, the defender's gate will not protect you from this. I don't know what it is. Is it a cow? Is it some sort of a monkey? It's jumping everywhere. Getting on top of you. And level 25 enchant totem. Constantly, the movement is crazy.
Shigeru doesn't want to buy back with this little time remaining. So it looks like they're going to have to sacrifice this lane of Rex. Malik and Lion did have to commit their own buyback, so if they die again, suddenly one move have a very clear path to victory.
Yeah, they're really good when it comes to pickoffs. If you're Navi, I don't know, I don't think you can risk putting one hero somewhere far away from the teammates, like to defend or split push and stuff like that, even though it's an Ember. Because if one move jumps you, they will kill you off instantly. You will die within a second. One duel and Troll blinking with the Swift Link, your cores are dead, gone. Smoke on smoke, this might be the final fight.
Let's see what happens here. By the way, did you see that Ember Spirit has changed his mind twice about his items? Even sold his data list earlier on. Daniel, he's not able to find the Hex on Troll, but not the full chain disabled. They might be killed off here by this Earthshaker, and that is indeed the case. A straight up dieback. Munkushi has battle chance. Melayul right next to him, but Melayul is getting bashed. Melayul is getting killed off. He's gonna die on the Spirit. Ember does have buyback, however. And the
Razor.
Alex does not. Gets himself dueled, while Razor with the BKB active is trying to at least break up the fight. He fails in this endeavor because Munkushi and Afterlife are able to kill Malik. He does at least run down the Shadow Demon, but he gets glimpsed back towards Melayul. So they have the numerical advantage for one move. Melody trying to TP out to safety. He will succeed, but is not so lucky. The Storm actually just baits him out. revealed where he's at, but he's able to blink away to safety.
Yeah, but that's free Roche.
The Roche for the
not free, obviously. They fought very that well for it, but they can go straight into the pit. Melio this time around, he was a little bit too deep. He gets caught by the troll, gets locked on by the troll, and there is just nothing to save him. Unfortunately, they don't. I guess Windmaker, but Darkseer was dueled, like you mentioned that as well very nicely. Because of the duel that Legion had on the Darkseer, they just couldn't do anything about Ember dying. And Ember not having a buyback, he just buys out. He's got Divine Rapier now.
Alright, let's go. He had this queued earlier, just before he sold items to finish off the Kaya Sanj. He had Daedalus Rapier queued up, but changed his mind at the time. Has to come back for the Rapier. This is it. Hail Mary type of stuff. They still have a lane of racks in the top side of the map, so Megas won't be emerging immediately, but them defending this feels very difficult.
Yeah, they'll be
neutralized and a cheese.
They'll be able to fight with the Lion, but I don't think Darkseer will actually be in this next team fight. Enchabtress sitting in front. She does have buyback anyway, so even she dies.
Very nice hurricane fight from her, and they baited out the Battletrons too. She gets it though, stealing away the damage and attack speed from Monkushi. They force out the BKB, but the that's what Shigetsu, he's dead!
That's a buyback.
Buyback though. Returning to the fight, Hakoda might end up dying on the high ground. Melio getting that kill, and now Darkseer has respawned, so they have the numerical advantage. They do disrupt himself onto Pantomime, but Pantomime should die. Afterlife getting caught out by Melio and Daniel, and they should be able to find this one. He'll do his best to escape. Slide of Fist doesn't connect in time, so he's able to blink away. Shigetsu coming closer, has the movement speed with the blink dagger and the positioning. They find Afterlife. They link
Trickster Slope
should kill them off.
Yeah, he uses the Trickster Slope in the end, but even that is not good enough. So they do manage to hold, they do manage to defend, but it was very costly. The buyback on the Razor, it's pretty much giving one move a win condition now. They have buybacks both on the Legion and Disruptor, and those buybacks will be forced. It looks like they are pushing. Well, will they be forced? What do you think? Like some fissure blocks. He has Octarine Core. He's gonna be so annoying on this Shaker.
I think they force at least one. Like, or they should at least try for it. They have. I don't think you should retreat until you at least get one of these buybacks out. The fissure is going to be annoying for sure, but you're strong enough right now to maybe position Shigetsu on the high ground. But
they're too scared. He doesn't have buyback. It's so difficult to do this. Like, you're afraid they'll initiate on you buyback and just blow you up in duel and your game is done.
Yeah. And Echo go heads up onto Ainkrad, but Daniel is there with the counterplay. I don't think this is even about winning. For Ainkrad, it's just about delaying, and he succeeded in that endeavor. That being said, without the Echo Slam, Shigetsu earns a little bit of bravery.
There's a glimpse though.
But they come back with Hakoda. They don't have the vision though for the glimpse, so these heroes escape.
Yeah, he could have maybe blinked in, but after buying back, blinking in is, at this point in the game, probably very scary for him. Don't want to do it.
Radiant are scanning.
Man, are they wishing they'd gotten the previous Roche? Ags on Razor would have been amazing in that moment.
Yeah, some Ags or some Refresher just doesn't have either. Still though, dishes out a ton of damage when he's able to hit. So far though, wasn't really able to hit very often.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
They have this outpost here. They want to fight before LC is up. Hakoda in good position.
Is breaking the smokes. He will draw attention towards him.
No buyback on him.
He doesn't have buyback. 2 minutes. 4v5 for 2 minutes. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. But there's nothing for them to gain on the map. There's no Roche to take. Tier 2 towers are already gone. There's no way they want to play fully for high ground just yet, so he might have just gotten a bit lucky for Hakoda that he's not going to get hard punished for this.
Yeah, they're going to get... Who gets the shard? He gets the shard. Here you go, buddy.
Now they're thinking about it though. They're actually gonna try for it. They're gonna go.
It's a pretty good one. No mute now to prevent heroes from saving Razor when he's dueled or using that Lincoln's on top of him.
Oh, Daniel finds 2 heroes in the Earth Spike. They get back together. They have a D1
great.
Slam. It's massive. But where's the follow-up? Munkushi finally here, going in with the battle trance. They kill Enchabtress, but she does have buyback. She's gonna return into the game. Munkushi taking so much damage. He has buyback as well, but he also has an Aegis. First life getting popped. How will they defend him? There's no Echo Slam at the moment. There's no BKB available, so Munkushi is just gonna die. He'll be forced into buying back here. Na'Vi finding a moment of opportunity. MVP ward on the high ground. It didn't get removed from play, so it's still available. Malik now, him and the boys will get the first lane of Rax middle.
And I can't believe what I'm watching. They will force a buyback for sure. There's no... I don't... Okay, you don't have a buyback on Razor, but still. You go for another side, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Of course. The line is in.
They found the Hex out onto the Earthshaker. Ainkrad still alive. They're waiting for Disruptor to come back, and then maybe they'll buy back with a big troll fight. Na'Vi is aware of this though, so they're positioning very carefully. They're gonna get the second set.
No, they're too afraid.
They decide not to full commit. And they're actually sticking around. They cancel the TPs. Malady realizes that there's still a chance here. And once they get the melee racks, that will signal the retreat. They get out to safety.
Yeah, they had to send the Ember back. The throne was... Well, throne wasn't falling, but the tier 4s were. Damn, what a crazy series of events. Like, literally just the Disruptor dying, buying back, and then dying on that cliff. Made Na'Vi feel like they're completely back in the game, even though they're 20k behind. At this point, it doesn't really mean a lot if you kill off these supports on Radiant. The team fights become way easier for you.
Bro, whoever planted that ward on the high ground, definitely my MVP. Like, that ward just gave them such an easy route to take this fight. Allows them to isolate Shadow Demon at the front. And then afterwards, they also know where Ainkrad is. They know when to be afraid of him jumping back.
Yeah, there is a 5-man smoke, so wards will not be helpful for now.
Haste!
Who's taking the haste afterlife, of course. If you get a good duel on the Razor, perhaps.
Because they took that haste rune though, that means that the observer what they had ended up being useful. Malady knows where they at, but Malady, oh no! Ainkrad! Not again! Oh.
There's no buyback, Razor has...
Ainkrad? He found Ember Spirit? Do they have the blink duel at the ready? They do not just yet. Still on cooldown for a few seconds. Malik finds 4 heroes into the back wall. There is gonna be follow-up to kill off the Disruptor. With the first casualty from this fight. Shigeru running around with Eye of the Storm. They're gonna go to the north of the fight and find the Shadow Demon there. And here's Afterlife getting in with the blink duel with Nullifier on top of Malik. They kill off the dogs here. Munkushi, he jumps onto Troll. He really wants to bring him down. Trying to bring down this Razor. Shigeru, will he die here? Yes, he will. 2 minutes, no buyback. Ainkrad was holding back the other cores with his chain disables. And in the meantime, Afterlife finishing off Daniel. Making the
Fissure, he catches Darkseer.
4 versus 3 situation. Darkseer getting caught by Munkushi. The backpack past the fissure wall.
And the Hex.
Leaving them all game. What the hell is happening? Daniel will end up dead here. That's a dieback on the Lion. Now
that's game.
Malik on the high ground. He's dead as well. With no buybacks available. Only Ember Spirit alive. Yes, he's holding a Divine Rapier, but I'm not so sure it'll be enough. He's gonna try his best, but it's a Hail Mary situation from him.
Yeah, Razor has a buyback in 30 seconds, but that's 30 seconds too late. Even with the glyph, even with Ember giving his life, this throne will fall. GG, well played, and honestly, this was a good game, and well played to both of these teams.